Once you've registered on the site, you'll log back in by clicking on the login button, typing in your username and password, the one found in your welcome email. And that will bring you to your personal profile page. You'll see your handle, your profile picture, your name at the top. It'll show that you're an individual member. There we have a drop-down menu off of your little picture at the top. Here we have an icon menu and a little drop-down on the Hamburger Plus. All of these items here on the drop-down menu and the icon menu are the same. So initially you can access these functions in either place. However, once you click on someone else's profile, a friend's profile or a group's profile, the icon menu in the center will belong to that person or that group. So you always have access to this drop-down menu here for all functions, and as I'm showing you, there's a one-to-one mapping of these along with the icon menu and some additional ones at the end of the drop-down menu. And these are the additional ones. You also have a drop-down menu here when you're searching the site for people or clubs or businesses to become friends with or to browse. You can also search for groups, forums, articles, ads, and you can view the site public activity. You can purchase an ad, share the website with others, and over here you'll see feature ads, promotional ads, classified ads, and this is a section for the newspaper and it has a drop down. You can also click on this Show All button that shows you all of the articles that have been written and published. And if I click through on this one, you'll see the full page article. All our articles are full page. All of our ads are full page. So in the center of the screen, you'll notice that that's where all the dynamic content changes. So as you click around the site, that center section of the page will actually change. And down here in our outdoor sports category ads, if I click on one of those, you'll see that ad appear in the center section. We also have show all buttons for each sports category. So for scuba and snorkeling, for example, all the ads that have been published in that section will show up. And you can review all of the ads on the site completely. And as you can see, you just have to scroll through the pages here. Now I'm going to click back to myself and bring my personal profile page back to the center. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's on the left sidebar. So here I can look at my friends, individual, club, or businesses, so that I can quickly access them. Here we have trending groups. So hiking in Banff is trending, where in the world is Woody is trending. These are topics. Each forum has a topic section, and you'll see what's trending, what people are talking about. And then there's pictures up there, and then here we have group meetups. Over here, let's look a little bit more at these sections within your main menu. And you'll notice that there's a subsection within each of those sections. So under activity, we have personal, mentions, following, favorites, and these are ways to sort through all the activity that we have on the site to get quickly to the activity posts and comments and replies that we're specifically looking for. And these are group posts. And each section has a help video. Now if I click on this person here, Gail Cross, who happens to be one of my friends, and that's why you're seeing activity that she's posted on my timeline. If I click on that, you'll see that suddenly the center section has changed to be about Gail, Gal Cross instead of me. And so this icon menu now is referencing her, not me. Looking at her friends, I was looking at her profile earlier, media, here are the groups that she belongs to, here are the mutual friends that we have, and you can click through to all of those as well. And there's her forums, following, followers, and articles. And over here that changes to show you who Gal Cross's friends are versus my friends. Here you can cancel friendship, follow her in addition to being a friend, private message her. Let's go back to my profile now. Let's change that center section back to me. So I'm going to click back on my activity. And there's my filtering subsection, submenu. If I click through on the profile, this tells you about me. But I can go in and edit that profile by clicking here and going in and changing any of these fields in the two tabs. And I can change profile picture, cover, and view the help video. These are my friends. And I can look at friend requests that have come in for me. There's none there. I can click on this and go to a Find Friends and start looking at the various people that are on the site that I might want to become friends. So when I say add friend, it sends them a friend request. And I can filter this search by looking at just my friends or my friends of friends, because that often helps you expand your social circle by looking at your friends' friends. Up here, we can also search for the different individuals, clubs, and businesses to become friends with. So that's another way to expand our social circle. I can also search the site to see what groups exist that I may want to join or request to join. And I can click on the profile pictures of the administrators and moderators of those groups and learn a little bit about them. Right now I'm going to click through to a private group, and you'll notice that there's only a couple of sections in there, and that's because it's a private group, and I cannot look at it until I become a member. I can only look at the publicly posted posts. So I'm going to request to join the group. And over here we have Hiking in Banff, and it's a public group, so I can just immediately join that and become a member. I don't have to request membership. And as you can see on a public group, once you join it, you have a lot of information at your disposal. You can find out what the activity posts are, you can get a description of the group, you can find out how many forums they have and what the topics are in those forums, join the forums, post to them. You can click on the meetup calendar and find out if there's any meetups scheduled. And you can create your own meetup if you have the permission to do that in the group settings. You can see who the members of this group are and click through to their profiles to learn a little bit more about them. You can send invites out to your friends. So you can have, if you think it's an interesting group and you know some people that want to join it, you can just click through to your list of friends and select them on the side and send invites. And then over here you also have media specific to that group. And you can leave the group just as easily as you joined it. Now I'm going to click back to my personal profile. And you'll see that was groups that we just finished. And there's the hiking in Banff showing up in my groups now. Now, something else that we can do is search for groups based on some keywords, and if those keywords match what's in the group title, then that group will show up here in the search results. The search under forums works differently because what you're actually searching for are topics. So when you look down here, you may think that you should be able to type in one of these keywords and find a topic related to that. You can't. You have to actually search for a keyword within a topic. So let's just search for snow, and you will see that the topics come up for snow in the title of the topic, and it happens to be in the forum for the group Hiking in Banff. So this is exactly the way you want a forum search to work, because when you have a lot of forums and topics going on the site, you're going to want to narrow that down by using the keyword that is specific to what you're looking for. So if we go back to the search site, you can also search articles, ads, and view public activity. So the searching of the articles is very straightforward. You just type in a word, and if it's in the body of the article or in the title, you'll find it. If you want to search for ads, if it's in the body of the ad or in the title, you will find it. And then the view public activity is a list of all the posts and the comments and replies that have been posted with a public preference level, privacy preference level. So you'll only see the stuff that people are comfortable posting at a public level. So Gal Cross here posted something at a public level, and various people commented and replied on that, and they knew that it was public level, and they knew that it would end up showing up on the site in the public activity. Now, if you don't want to have something that is viewable to the public, then when you post, you have to make sure that you're mindful of that. So Gal Ariel, myself, has selected members as the default privacy level of my posts. So if I just post something in here and don't bother to change this, it will be available to all the members of the site. So when they click on my icon when they're browsing the site, they'll be able to go to my activity stream and see whatever I have posted at a member level. If they're a friend of mine, they will see anything that I've posted publicly to members or to friends. Anything that I post privately, no one sees but me. So that's what the privacy settings are all about. And as an individual here who's concerned about privacy, I can go into settings, and I can go to my post visibility section of settings, and I can change this. So if I suddenly just want only my friends to see things, I can change that in my default post visibility preferences settings. And then over here on profile visibility, anything that's actually in my profile for people to look at, all these different fields, I can set these to be private or just for friends or just for members or for public viewing as well. Here I can change my email, my addresses, delete my account, etc. These are notifications. So when we have various activities happening on the site, such as somebody mentioned you in a post, somebody replied or commented on a post that you posted on your activity stream, if a member has sent you a new private message, if you have a friendship request or someone accepts your friendship request, or a member invites you to a group, or the group information's been updated, or you've been promoted to a group administrator, or a member is requesting that you join a private group, or you request to join a group and it's been denied or approved, a group meetup's been scheduled, or someone started following your activity, you will get a notification about that. You'll also get an email. Now, if you don't want to get the emails and you just want to get the notifications, you can go in here and set all your preferences to no. So that is a general overview of the site. For advanced users, those people who want to get more involved in creating groups and managing and moderating and administering the groups, we suggest that you go to a separate video which we've made available in our help section for groups. So if we go over here into the groups menu, you'll see a watch help video here that will give you lots of information about how to set one up, how to invite people into it, how to administer and moderate, etc. You can also access all the help videos in addition to being under each of these menu items. There's a separate help video for each of these. In addition to that, on the Learn More page, you can be much more specific about finding help videos for the various areas on the site, like using the friendship tools, messaging tools, notification tools, media management, article and newspaper publishing, etc. So that more of the details are there, but we're going to avoid going through all that detail in this overview. So now you know where everything is. You should feel pretty comfortable at this point in going into the site and thoroughly enjoying it and getting to know it better. Now, if you run into any trouble, like we said, there is a help video for each of these sections. So don't be afraid of using them. Just go into those areas and look for the help video if you run into a snag. Thank you.